Guys, we're outside McDonald's with Adam's pass certificate. What are we gonna get? What are you gonna get me, Adam?
Yeah.
What's the one advice that you give to students out there who are probably facing the same situation as you, where they can't find a test and they randomly find one in 2 or 3 weeks? What should these students do? Tell us.
My advice would
Hey guys, don't forget to check out fmdrivingschool.co.uk. We got so many links in how to pass your driving test, how to pass your theory test, and so many links in how and what exactly your driving instructor should be teaching you, the modules. Let's go to look how to drive a car, how to drive a manual car, how to drive an automatic car, what is clutch control, what happens in your driving test, what else, driving modules. Let's go to that. Moving off, how to stop, how to do hill starts, turning left, emergency stop, rules of roundabout. So go check it out, fmdrivingschool.co.uk with your fully qualified driving instructor, FM.
Hey guys, welcome to FM Driving School, and we had a driving test today in Uxbridge. Our first time in Uxbridge, right? So it's your first test as well. And guess what? What's that in your hands? Let's check it out. So passed first time. So tell us firstly about the test and how it went, and then we're gonna also talk about like how you got the test. So it's quite difficult to get a test, right? Because the waiting list is like about 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, the waiting
4
list
to 5 months.
Yeah, the waiting list is crazy. I booked a test back in, I think it was May of this year.
Yeah.
And then I signed up to those driving test cancellation sites. And then I originally had a date for October in Yedding.
Yeah.
And then I forgot to turn it off, and it got changed to the Uxbridge one for today. So.
Okay, so automatically change it to Uxbridge.
Yeah, but that's my own fault. I forgot to turn it off.
Oh, you forgot. But in a way, it was good because then you got a test a bit earlier.
Yeah.
But now, the problem was that you wasn't even prepared for it. We didn't take lessons. I didn't even meet you back then. So
No.
3 weeks ago, I didn't even know you until. So I met him 3 weeks ago. He just called me up saying, I've got a test. As an instructor, it's quite difficult because we don't know who you are. We don't know your level. You said you'd driven a bit before COVID, right?
Yeah.
So you had a bit of experience.
Yeah.
But when we met you, the pressure was on because we had 3 weeks now to get to the area that you've never been at, never practiced in. Practice around those ends and trying to get you past first time.
Yeah.
And it worked. You put the effort in, you put the time in. Anytime that you were free, you called me up, can I have a lesson?
Yeah.
And we obviously tried to give the lessons around your work schedule. You're also working 9 to 5, which was extremely difficult because it gets really busy at that time after 5 in those ends. But we tried, and whenever I was free, I did try to give you lessons. And so now tell us now about the test and how the test happened. So you got the test now.
Yeah.
What was the test like?
The test was good.
Yeah.
Driven down the roads that I didn't really tend to drive down, so lots of high speed roads, national speed limits.
Okay. Tell us about it actually. So it was a national speed limit road, which was what? What's the national speed?
On
a
single
carriage. Well done, you've done your theory.
Oh.
Clearly. So look, you're doing 60 miles an hour on a drive. So it can happen. Like certain areas, maximum is 40.
Yeah.
Like if you got ISO, you don't do more than 40. Yeah, exactly. So in this case, you were doing 60. How did you find that? With an examiner marking you as well.
It was scary.
Bumpy roads, as you said.
Bumpy. These are one of the. I think it was the bumpiest road I've ever driven on. It was really bad.
Yeah.
Like potholes everywhere.
Yeah.
Your suspension's not going to be too good after this. I'll be real with you. But yeah, like really tight corners as well. Yeah, it was.
So actually, and the hour lesson before, we slightly had a go at you because some of the corners that you were taking in the lesson, you were speeding through it. So in a way, it was good that hour lesson you were making a mistake with me, and I was like, come on, bro, do you want to pass your driving test or do you want to come back for more lessons?
Exactly.
So it's good you made that mistake because now you actually experienced it again in the test, and it's probably in your head now, right? Yeah. FM driving school, what you said, yeah.
Of course. But yeah, apart from that, the test was okay.
It's a big roundabouts or anything?
No, not really.
More dual carriageway, then tight roads.
Yeah, tight roads.
A roads.
Yeah.
Okay, and we've seen the tight roads in action. They're very tight, some of them, isn't it?
Yeah, first gear corners.
First gear corners, even though it's your priority.
Yeah.
Tell us about the maneuver as well. What maneuver did you get?
So I had a forward bay park.
Yeah.
So I was taken into a pub car park.
Yeah.
Parked in there. So the first time I took it in, I didn't think I was straight. I probably was straight, but during the exam, I just want to double check it. I asked her if I can move out. She said just do as you usually do with your instructor. So I checked all around me, made sure everything was clear, moved down, then I readjusted.
Good.
Yeah. So
Good.
that's the that's it.
So that's interesting that you asked the examiner, what should I do? And it's quite typical response. Do what you do in the test, in the lessons. They don't really want to give you guys your answers at all. They don't want to intervene. Obviously, you might have someone who's a little bit more safer, might just give you a quick, yeah, it's cool, don't worry. But she wanted to see what you'll do in this situation.
Yeah.
Maybe it was already in. She wanted to see if you're going to make a silly, like unnecessary movements, back and
Exactly,
forth, back and forth. So they're waiting for that major fall. But again, typical response, do what you do in the lesson. They want to give you the responsibility. All right, tell us about the examiner. Was she talking away? What was it like meeting her? So she came out to us first initially, called out your name, you signed the paper.
Signed the paper, I got into the car. So she was the one that first spoke to me. I was tempted to stay silent the whole test, but just as soon as we left, she asked me, what would I be doing at this time of day? Like really friendly, really talkative. But I only really started talking to her towards the end of the test.
Okay.
And that's when I started talking. I felt more comfortable with talking then.
Was she initiating the conversations or was it you?
Yeah, she was the one I was asking the questions.
Okay.
Trying to get a conversation from it.
So some examiners, they just dead silent. They don't really talk. And some, in your case, maybe she didn't want to talk at the beginning, just to allow you to drive. But near the end, she knew you're coming back. So maybe she would just give you a bit of confidence to just start talking to you. Okay. And then what are the mistakes? Let's go through. Where's your phone? It's on your phone. It's on your email. Let's go through it.
So I believe in total.
Let's see how many mistakes.
7 minors.
7 minus. It's not bad. You're allowed in total 15. 15. 7 is, look, you can get minus for little things like maybe revving the engine a little bit. Maybe indicating late. So 7 is actually not too bad. What were they on? Let's see.
So I got 2 for progress and appropriate speed.
Okay, were you too slow? What was going on?
Yeah, most likely.
In the dual carriageway, you think you're not doing 60, maybe you're doing 55?
Yes, because of that bumpy road.
Oh, okay, you're a bit hesitant.
Yeah, I felt like if I was to do 60, it would be really, really uncomfortable.
Okay.
So that's probably why. Clearance.
So that's probably a meeting scenario. Something must have happened. What happened?
So
There was she was talking about some van driver. She was. What happened?
So it
Tell
was
us.
a really tight country lane. Parked cars on the left, and there was a van coming towards me.
Yeah.
And I realised it was tight, so I started to slow down. But I thought there was enough space for me to pass through.
To get through, yeah.
Yeah, but luckily I stopped.
You changed your mind and stopped.
I changed my mind. I think if I carried on, I would have been.
Well, she did say that. So obviously at the end of the test, the examiners sometimes they go through the mistakes with your instructor. So she did in our case, and she was saying that you made the decision right at the last minute. That had you not stopped, you would have got a major fault. So it's quite common. You're nervous. You think you saw the space, but credit to you. Be a bit cautious in those situations if you think you can't make it. What was the other mistakes?
So control, clutch. That's 1 minor.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm sure you know, last 3 weeks. So you've only had this car last 3 weeks. It's not like you've had months and months of experience in this car. So we did say your clutch control might be a bit rusty. Because it's been throughout the lessons. But it's all right. Only one mistake. That's not too bad. Okay, judgment. Let's see.
Judgment on
meeting.
It's probably another.
It's probably connected to the van because you can get 2 minus on the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you didn't judge the van distance and the speed probably, so she probably gave you a fault for that. And then the clearance when you got there was a bit tight for him to get through, wasn't it? That's exactly what she said at the end. Carry on.
Park control. So this is where.
So you didn't get in properly and you corrected it. Okay, that makes sense.
And vehicle check.
Come on, how are you getting that wrong? So what were the questions? They're so easy, man. Come on.
So the show me question was front demister.
Yeah.
And I double checked. I asked the front demister. I can't be for that. It's probably because of.
What was the other question she
full
asked you?
beam. I'd turn on the full beam.
And you didn't know how to do it? You did it, or what happened? Did you do
This
it?
is the tell me.
Yeah. Did you do it at the beginning?
No.
That's
I
what you
told
got.
her.
Yeah.
Told her how to do it. I didn't actually go through with it.
She must have said, do it. Or did she say, tell me or show me? Tell me. So what did you say, tell me?
So I said, on the headlight stalk, flip it all the way.
That's not it.
There you go. That's probably why I got the...
push out after.
Push out. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's why she give you a fault.
Yes.
If you get the show me, tell me, it doesn't really matter. We're just joking. But if you get it wrong, even both of them wrong, you only get 1 minor fault. So it's cool, man.
Okay.
But obviously, we don't expect our students to get things wrong on the easiest stuff, all right? Not any easy stuff.
Especially on a car I've only had 3 weeks of training on it.
Fair enough. So tell us now, any parting advice, experience? So like I said, we only met you 3 weeks ago. We rushed you just to get you ready for the test. It worked out in the end.
Yeah.
What's the one advice that you give to students out there who are probably facing the same situation as you, where they can't find a test and they're randomly
My advice would be
Yeah.
go for it. Just
Prepare yourself.
prepare yourself. Don't worry, things will work out. If you put the effort in and you put the practice in, things will come out perfect. Yeah, because I was at that stage as well. When I first got the change of test date, I was tempted to cancel out of it.
Yeah.
But then you just have to have that willpower to pull through and carry your focus on it. It's tough. It's scary. But if you put your focus.
This is the first week and a half. It was quite intense with you.
Yeah, it was.
We made sure, like I said, with other students we have time. If you make a mistake, we give you the room, we give you the leeway. Okay, cool, it's a mistake. With you, it's like, yo, why are you making the mistake twice now? You can't make it twice now. Test is in 2 weeks.
Indeed.
So we're a bit firm with you, but it works out. We have to be firm when the test is very soon, because there's no time now for you to be making little mistakes. Okay, and as promised, Adam, you said if you pass first time, what happens? What's the treat?
A nice McFlurry.
Nice McFlurry. Well, let's show the viewers where we're at. Guys, we're outside McDonald's with Adam's pass certificate. What are we gonna get? What are you gonna get me, Adam?
Get you a nice
Yeah?
McFlurry. Why not?
Okay, let's find
Nice
the
little
most
treat.
Let's find the most expensive one. Let me see what's the most
No, you can
expensive one.
relax.